Alright, um, hello again. We will be back for more Spore today. So, last time we left off in the tribal stage. Um, I started off as a little cell creature and evolved into a multi-cell organism that could leave the ocean, walk on land, and then started a community and started living somewhat of a civilized life, and that's where we're gonna continue today. So let's load into the save file. And in the loading screen you always see some of the creatures of the Sporepedia, which is the place where the creations and creatures and stuff that other people have designed are shared. So you can see right away if you have a game that has a lot of user-created content, or if you play with the default characters and assets. So it makes it easy to see how customized your play style will really be. And yeah, so last time we left off, we have befriended one of the other tribes, and we got this funny instrument playing totem out of it. And today the goal is to, well, interact with all of the other tribes and see where we can go with them. So unfortunately, there is immediately now a very angry village over here. They just spawn like that, obviously, and unfortunately I didn't really need to do anything wrong to mess it up with them. No, they just are angry by default, unfortunately. And yeah, the point is now to deal with them, really. So we also got the light blue village over here somewhere. Yes, there it is. And they are, I don't know, are they happy with us? They are very spherical creatures. They are slightly angry as well. And then we have this green village here, which is also very angry. Yeah, the green village is very angry. The pink one is mildly angry. And the cyan one is also mildly angry. So with the mildly angry ones, we have a good chance of just being able to deal with them by socializing again. Because you only really have one extra step in addition to the usual music playing. But unfortunately, I think with the green one here, all hope at peace is lost, and we're gonna need to attack them. But first, let's make sure that our own tribe is in a good place for that. So we're gonna need a little bit more food. We don't have that much, and there's an incoming attack immediately. So raider spotted. Another tribe is attacking. Yep. The pink village is sending a small army out. So I guess defending is now on the order. So let's stop the food gathering for a second and make everyone get some spares. In the meantime, I'm gonna add more babies in order to grow our tribe. Because we do have more space, so we can get a bigger army, so to speak. Alright, all the members have equipped with spares now. So yeah, let's send them out to attack the intruders. Now that we have the spares, we have a special ability here that you can activate on a cooldown every now and then, where they kind of run through the enemies. And what I can also do as chieftain here is use one of the abilities we gained during the cell stage or the creature stage and call onto the beasts for help. Nice, and the battle is over. However, this creature here, the alien, appeared. I think what I want to do is take the chieftain and domesticate this creature if I can. It doesn't seem like it is possible. Alright. So one of our teammates was killed and they attacked the main house here a little bit. So I'll fix that right away. Which means basically we're gonna make its health just go back up. And yeah, now I suppose we could just... Well, I was gonna say we could just attack back, but they are launching another attack yet again. And that is a little bit the issue in the tribal stage. They just do that kind of stuff so often. And they make it a little bit hard to get other stuff done. But sure, let's just all attack, I don't care. We'll intercept them here. And then we shall attack. Usually it's not a good idea to send all of your tribe out at once, like I just did. Except there's one person still staying behind. Usually you want some people to stay behind because you want people to pay attention to your own food and your own nest, so that nothing happens while you are away. I do want to take care of this rather quickly though, so I'll just send out my whole tribe to attack now. Also, meanwhile here at my own tribe we see that there is some damage being done. Okay, they have 3 attackers here. That's a problem. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back then. They somehow really don't like our fishing spears. now they're going for the maracas. So yeah, it unfortunately takes a little bit of time for our own people to come back. And there they are. So now we have to do some more defending, I guess. I'll also just add another baby. And you see now that our food resources have been completely depleted. Because we have to deal with the attackers the whole time. But I guess that means we have to get some more food right now. Right now the enemies should be pretty empty, I would have said, but they are already regrowing the populace, which is quite annoying because that will mean probably they will attack again soon. I think the main way that the people themselves heal themselves is by eating the food that is at the camp. So you will see eventually have the resources go down again just by playing the game normally. Alright, everybody is equipped with throwing spears, so I don't know, it's just time to attack now, I think, before they make their attack. Yeah, and you can see that the path between the two enemy villages is quite long because they have to walk around this pond here. Well, okay, one guy is walking through it, I suppose. I'll also call the beasts to our aid again. And yeah, you can see that the throwing spears move is kind of funny looking, because they just run through without any regard of where they are going. Right now we have lost one team member ourselves, but the enemies are going down way faster. They have only 3 people left, and once the enemies are all done, we're gonna start attacking the houses. And once the main village hut here in the middle is destroyed, that means we have successfully dominated this village. And now I think Pink Village got angry with us and is sending attackers out. That is very bad, but I will probably try to wait it out and get this thing here done first. This might come back to haunt me, You know what? That might be a good opportunity to just save. But I'm already gonna hover over our own village here, I think. Yeah, okay. We have attackers, but they are right now only taking care of these more unimportant ones. Yeah, we did it. Okay, that's fine. That means we get, again, the new tools that they have had. And you see now an angry totem with a knife or with an axe or something in its hand, representing that we essentially killed our rival village here. So now, time to go back home and defend our own village. And you might think now that because we took care of this village that we will have it more peaceful now. No, that just means more villages will spawn and one of them will be angry again, and we're gonna have even more stress later, because that's just how this game works a little bit. I really do wish that my people were faster. Also, I'm gonna say that the chieftain shall accept the gift here, because the friendly brown village that we befriended last time gave us a gift because we befriended them, and that's very cool. After this fight is over, we will definitely have to rebuild the huts that were destroyed, and again for that we're gonna need more food. So you can see this tribal stage of the game is really a stage of resource management and strategic gameplay, where you play as a real-time strategy village. So that's a nice thing about the game, that it goes through the different stages and is pretty diverse with what you can do over time. Because essentially, as a creature, you played through a third-person, I would say almost role-playing game kind of perspective. In the cell phase you had a completely two-dimensional map to explore, essentially, and this and the next stage is, like I said, more in the strategic kind of way. Like you send your troops around and manage your resources and all that kind of stuff. And afterwards will be the space stage, in which you will assume the role of a spaceship that can travel the galaxy. So again, a completely different perspective, where you're now then a space captain on a journey through space and through space adventures. We do have the Galactic Adventures expansion installed, so we also should get some space adventures where you can beam down to the planets and play user-generated mini-games, kind of. Alright, we do have some food back, so let's spend it. We now have stone axes, which are good against buildings, so that will make it a little bit easier to attack. And we still don't have enough food to get the throwing spears back, so more gathering of food it is. I'm also again gonna take the chieftain and collect the eggs. It seems they killed off our livestock. That's very annoying, because that means we don't have our usual passive income of eggs anymore. Which is unfortunate. So it said we require 25 food for the throwing spears. So once the chieftain is done collecting the eggs here, we should have enough. Right now is where we can kind of split up our team into multiple types of weapons. So for example, I can select this bunch here and send them to the stone axes. So they will equip the stone axes, and then I can select the other three and get them the throwing spears. And the chieftain will kind of just always only have his staff that he can call the creatures to his aid with. So now I think we are fully ready again for another attack. Let's go and visit the pink village and attack them. And interestingly, they have the last type of musical instrument that we need. If we get this, then we are fully equipped for any kind of socialization that we need. I will also just, out of a good habit, save the game. Because you know, Spore did crash the last time. We wanna avoid that, so we're gonna activate the special attack abilities in the meantime. They have lower numbers right now. We are outnumbering them a lot, so this should be easy for us. Yeah, there is only one person left in the team. No, there are none people left. So immediately, let's start attacking the hut. And now also the Cyan village is very angry at us. So you see, they really aren't giving us any break. So we gotta watch out. Eventually the Cyan village is also gonna attack us. Oh yeah, and I could also once again call the beasts. I don't know if you see this, but this head movement is actually quite broken. No, I think now it is fixed. It must have been a level of detail thing. Oh yeah, on this zoom level, his neck just freaks the fuck out. And another village down. So yeah, we're getting another totem for the pole. And this one is also gonna increase our hut size this time, because we have reached 3 totems. Which means we can add more members to our tribe. And yeah, the first plan of action is gonna be coming back home, because surely we will just soon be attacked again. So let's go home. Oh yeah, there's just a creature stealing our food. And surprise, the creature will die. The creature is dead. So yeah, we are out of food again, so back to collecting it is. Everybody heal up, yes, that's very nice, and gather some more food, please. So, we're gonna in the meantime go to the outfit planner again, and we'll see if we can increase the power of our creature here. So right now we have 1 combat strength, and this thing, for example, could immediately alleviate that to level 4. So I'm gonna remove this piece and give it the upgraded one, which still looks a little bit like hair. Yeah, no, yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, I think that looks fine. What else can we do? Does more combat stuff increase and accumulate together? I don't know about that. No, it just takes the highest value. Okay, so this is a combat level 5 item. We're actually gonna stick these on the feet and pretend that these are shoes. Or something like that, I don't know. And I don't know, why don't we just, for fun, add more hair? Yes. I think it's gonna look pretty good. Yeah, I would say the hair actually looks kind of good in this cyan color with the yellow parts. And we're done with that again. We have increased the power. So that's gonna make things a little bit more easy over time. You also can use the outfit planner to increase your food gathering power and your socializing power. I don't think we need that right now. So what happened now is, because we entered the next stage of the tribal stage, the map also increased, so another village was added. So in addition to this very angry village, we also have another now again, which is also bigger. So again we have 2 enemy villages, and brown village is coming again with a gift. That's very nice. Yeah. Let's check the graph again. Again, like last time, this shows us how social or how aggressive we are, how friendly or aggressive we are, and Again, this is gonna give us special powers for the next time. For example, it would again be pretty practical to get the discount for colonization tools in the space stage. But it might just be the case that we enter the aggressive part this time because we have to defend ourselves from so many villagers. So that's gonna give us discounts on combat tools in the space stage, and it's gonna give us a bomb for the civilization stage. So that's actually pretty good. So I say we continue on this path to just keep conquering more and more tribes. It should then work out and put us on the aggressive path. You can see that we just had one little dip into the friendly territory here. But I think we should still have enough time to reach the aggressive part. I hope at least. If not, then we end up on the industrious category here, which is gonna give us the colonization tool discount, so that's also pretty fine. Also at the end, when you reach the space stage, it also gives you your archetype of your space stage civilization, which is gonna accumulate out of all of your previous choices, essentially. So, for example, we're gonna behave pretty neutral at the beginning here and have probably more aggressive playstyles towards the end. Because actually playing a military kind of playstyle is pretty easy in the civilization stage. It's not as difficult as in the tribal stage. And so we're gonna probably end up with something of an archetype more on the aggressive side, but that's fine. These archetypes can be anything from a religious society to a more combat-oriented one, you know. Also on this graph you see how many years you have taken by now. So in the cell stage we have spent a lot of time evolving over a very quick time, so we are basically speed running through evolution at that point. And you can see that we have spent in total already 3,400,400,000 years evolving into where we are now. And we can look back here into the creature stage, where we unlocked all of these parts over the time, where we socialized a lot and then killed off a few creatures. And you can even see back into the cell stage here. And yeah, you can see that this cell stage has taken place in the time frame between 0 and what is this? 2 billion years. Sorry, English numbers are sometimes a bit confusing. And yeah, you can see how time moved on since then. I really like this feature. It's just a nice tool to keep track of where you are in your playstyle, essentially. And it also just shows how many different ways there are to play this game, really, because that just makes a lot of difference, really. You can play this game as a herbivore and become a peaceful creature later that only socializes and never really starts any wars and anything. Or you can, do what I've been doing and eventually start conquering the whole continent. I'm gonna say it's both pretty fun, because no matter which you do, you always have access to the creative tools, so you always have the creative element to it, whether you choose an aggressive playstyle or not. And now we get attackers. That's bad. We are not fully equipped for that. Let's add some more tribal members. And once again, the brown village has given us another gift. This is gonna keep happening over time. And here we go, cyan village is mad at us. Yeah, defend yourselves, people. Alright, we defended successfully. So I think once we have reached our full potential again, we're gonna start attacking other tribes again. You two are gonna get throwing spears. And the other new kid is gonna get another stone axe. And then we're gonna head over to the cyan village. Oh, you know what? Let's actually move over right now. You will see me pausing every now and then while I move between villages, as to not lose any precious time. So let's just come in and do some nice eradication of their people. Ooh, this creature looks really nice. So something you can do just at any time in the game is go to the spyglass mode here and select any creature or plant, and then you go into this little overview of this creature where you see it in its animated form. This is just for example, this is one of those social parts of the game that I was talking about last time. This is an example of a person gifting something to another person. So Jens 1111X made this gift for Yvonne, for example, and it's a pretty cute, very alien looking creature. And yeah, I like it. You can also test out its abilities here, so you can make it bite and charge and see how it looks during those moves. But I really like the use of the antenna as hair. That kind of looks really cool. And these colorful tails are also very nice. I don't know, this just... this nose. I think they used an eye as the nose part. Cause if you look at it, it moves along with the other eyes and blinks and stuff. But they made it look like a little pointy nose, a little round nose, I mean. Which is fairly creative and cool. So yeah, it's just nice that you can see these beautiful creations that other people have made running around in your game. Yeah, you can also use this tool on any of the plants, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, I guess not. I guess not with the plants. So yeah, let's leave spyglass mode again and continue. In the meantime, actually, a raid from the purple village here, Lavender village, has started. So we might need to retreat and go back home to defend ourselves. Yeah, let's move back home. Let's move back home, defend ourselves, and then continue the attack later. Oh yeah, I wanted to put you to the Stone Axe people. So, where are they? Ah, they are coming. I see. And if you actually look close, you can see that during combat they are using the combat abilities that they got during the creature stage. So for example, because we have our horns and stuff, we can use the charge attack, which stuns them temporarily, or we can use the spitting attack to attack from a distance. So the choices you make during the creature stage still matter here as well. Alright, we lost a few people, that's unfortunate again. But we do have enough food to just add some more people. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna straight away send our people back to the Cyan village to continue their attack from before.
Oh, Akatanuto!
Alright. Time to take over. Also, it's funny how you can see this guy just coming back home and yeah, immediately being confused. Yeah, now they're trying to defend themselves, but I think we will be too fast. Another tribe conquered. And then again it is time to go back home. So we have reached the maximum tribe size, so it won't get any bigger than this now. So really the last thing we need to do is eventually attack the Lavender village, which we will do in due time. I'm just gonna first reassign some weapons to the new people. We need to repair this hut actually. Oh, and the spaceship landed. It is... hold on, let us use the spyglass tool again. Because you can use it with the spaceships as well. I just need to find it now. Where are you? Huh, seems like it disappeared quite quickly. I don't know how you just lose a spaceship, but I guess I did. Oh, this is some funny rock formation actually. Yep, unfortunately we won't get to see that spaceship again. Goodbye. Yeah, so we have most of our people collecting food right now and 3 of our people repairing the stone axe hut. Yeah, the animals here are freaking out because there is a spaceship somewhere, except that we can't see it for some reason. Yeah, that noise you just heard was the spaceship abducting a creature. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Wait a second, let me look at you. Yes, spyglass mode. And there you go. So this is a spaceship a person made to make to resemble another person, a character of some kind. So you will see this sometimes in Spore, because a lot of people also use this as a role-playing platform essentially, where they created characters like this that interacted with each other and stuff. So yeah, again, quite a creative community. So yeah, moving on. Alright, so you get some stone axes. No, actually, I think you're gonna get a spear. And the chieftain should really eat some food. Cause he's not doing too well in terms of health. So yeah, if you idle for some time, you see that the people start to engage in conversations, a little bit like The Sims, where they talk in symbols and unintelligible noises. Alright, I think we are ready for the next attack. Lavender Village also looks to be quite ready because they have 12 people. So this will be a pretty even fight actually. Oh yeah, we could also theoretically do such things as stealing food from our opponents, but it doesn't matter so much because gathering food as an omnivore is pretty easy anyway, because you just have to click on the bushes that are right next to you, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, also a nice detail that you can see in this enemy village as well is that you no longer have just a basic campfire. People keep evolving here, so you now have a proper furnace. So we are getting somewhere in terms of technology. And soon after we destroyed this tribe, we will move to the civilization stage. So maybe once again this is a good point to save. The civilization state will be different, but also similar to the tribal stage. It will be different in the sense that instead of having the creatures themselves run around, you will have vehicles. And you can see this is a pretty evenly matched fight. You see that we are losing quite some amount of people, but you know, we do have quite some food at home, so we can always just add more people. That's fine. I think we're gonna come out on top in the fight though. Let's take a look and see. Okay, we have 4 people in the fight, they have 3 people in the fight. This is gonna get close. Oh, we no longer have any X people, we only have spear people anymore. Alright. Time for these guys to attack the hut. Meanwhile, let's take a look again on back home and create some more team members. So I guess in terms of babysitting, this is not the optimal situation where you have currently 5 babies at home and no adults. But yeah, we will just not worry about that. Alright, we do have a chieftain again. He did die. Yeah. Let's add a last member. And let's get again another member. Somebody's... I think they are defending themselves again. No, they are dead. Okay. So what's happening here? We're slowly making progress. And it doesn't look like they are generating a new chieftain right now. So actually these guys, these 4, should all be completely safe for now. Because nobody's gonna come and bother them. Alright. So let's take these bunch of people and give them weapons again. Okay, they do have another person right now. Yeah, baby Jamote was born. Yeah, the people that I just generated, those 5 people, I'm just gonna send them over. Oh no, there are also some people here. I see. You defend yourselves, please. You know what, let's make it all or nothing. Everybody attack. Because now, once the reinforcements arrive, we do outnumber them quite well. So this final fight, that was a little bit harder than the others, will still be over very soon. They are making a lot of babies. Let's just take care of them before they do anything. And we have a chieftain here. They are trying really hard to defend themselves, I will give them that. Right. I think it's time to finish the job now. This should go quite quickly with so many people here. And it's over. So this was the last tribe that we needed to do anything with, and you will see the last totem on our pole. You can advance to the civilization stage now. Nice. Let's click that advance button. So we just about made it into the aggressive area, which is exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. So yeah, this is where we are now, and we now get to design our city hall, our town hall, because we now move from tribes and villages over to cities and civilizations. So this is for the first time the building editor. Again, we can see that people have made some really creative stuff with this, or sometimes not so beautiful things. Like for example, this is just a normal house that I made at a previous time, some time ago. Like you just have a roof, windows, doors, nothing special, right? That is something you can just plop together very quickly. Let's see about something else. So for example, people make kitchen furniture. Here you have kitchen furniture, a sink, a cutting board, I think, some drawers, right? You can make some props for your adventures using the building editor as well. So obviously people are gonna make some pretty insane stuff with it. You see here, for example, a TV stand for a bedroom, and they did use the painting texture for these parts here particularly cleverly to resemble loudspeakers. Pretty nice. And we're gonna try to make something as well. Oh, so here you see again somebody just made a cat out of building pieces. Pretty impressive, to be honest. So I think we're gonna make something pretty simple and not so over-designed. So we do have a little bit of a spiky look to our creature. I guess we're gonna go for a spiky look on the building as well. So this is gonna be some side wings of the building, and then we're gonna take this tower again and add it in here, but make it smaller, but make it stand out more like this, and put one over here as well. And let's add a door in the middle. Do we have something? Then this one is appropriately spiky. let's also add some more detail for this tower. Right. Now let's add some roofs. Again, going with the spiky one. Putting it like here and over there. And then let's use this four-sided one over here. Make it a little bit taller. And now we can add some details like more spikes, obviously, why not? We gotta add windows. Again, I will not make this very sophisticated or anything. You know what, this will do, this will do. And let's put this on all four sides. Okay, clearly this one is lower than all of the others, so we put it further up. This one is also too high. Yeah, that's good enough. And we're also gonna put some windows here on these parts of the building. And I think that's details enough. No, actually, let's add a flag. I think we are pretty much exactly yellow and cyan, so this fits perfectly. And let's add these flags just to a building. Yeah, that looks okay. Actually, I will turn them sideways. Right, I think that is enough. So for painting modes, we have a few at our disposal. We can just use one of these templates to paint the whole thing, or we can use this multi-tiered kind of system where you choose first of all a look for the walls and roofs. So for example, we could go with this shingly roof kind of situation, but I do want to make it fit our color scheme again. So whoa, no, take this and make it dark blue. Oh no, that doesn't really look good with the walls, does it? I suppose we'll do something different. Let's go for again this dark blue here. Paint these in this color, and also these, and then you know what, let's also do these in this blue because that looks fun. And then let's take one of the other textures, like this for example, and make it very yellow. Whoops, that's wrong. I only want this part here, and this part here, this part here, and this part here, and then this horizontal one for these parts. Yes. And then also make the flagpoles and the thorns, the spikes, yellow as well. I mean, I will say it doesn't look exactly like a masterpiece, but it's gonna do the job. Yes. I think this will do nicely. That's good enough. Let's call it the Master Hall after our creature name. Let's save and continue. This is gonna be our city hall. So since we're completing the tribal stage, we're getting another cutscene. This time they're just talking about, yeah, we want vehicles, and we want buildings, and we want pie. Nice. So this is now the vehicle designer. Again, I will try not to spend too much time on this, but you can get pretty crazy with this again. Since we became an aggressive civilization, we are now starting out as a military city. Basically, in the civilization stage, your cities can have one of three types. You can be military, religious, or economic, I think. And yeah, since we were so aggressive in the tribal stage, we are starting out as a military city. So let's try to make a somewhat good looking car. So for example, here we have land vehicle parts, so tires or these jet engines, stuff like that. Again, nothing really forces you to stay on the ground and have wheels. You could just hover in the air as well, or you could use one of these legs, and pretty much, for example, you could copy the ATST from Star Wars pretty quickly by just slapping these two legs on a cube or something like that. But that's not what I want to do. Yeah. So again, this is a military vehicle, so it does make sense to make it look a little bit weaponized and all-terrainy. So I'm gonna make this a three-wheeler. Ignore the fact that these wheels go backwards, that's fine. And actually these parts are not only visual, they are also functional. So adding these guns to my vehicle will make it much more stronger. So right now on the top right you can see that there are 0% military power right now, and we do have to change that. So we're gonna for example put these on the sides here, gaze upwards, like this. No, no, let's... I'm not sure yet. Yeah, this looks kind of like a tank or something. I think it's fine. And yeah, I think that's good enough. It is a pretty balanced vehicle between speed, health, and military power. Hello, hi. Yeah, I am having much fun. We are just having completed the tribal stage, and this is now the civilization stage. So the first thing it really asks you to do now is create a land vehicle, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm just thinking how I would like this vehicle to look really. Oh, I think that's good. So again, just like in the building editor, you have 3 painting modes. You can just do it very quick and say one of the templates is fine, or you can go really into detail and say please paint everything blank. For me as a blank canvas, and put hazard stripes here. That looks good. And maybe on the gun as well. No, that doesn't look good actually. Yeah, that looks nice. So let's make the rest of it kind of blue again. Oh no, that's not what I want. Okay, I guess I can't change that part individually. Oh yeah, now it works. Okay. And then let's give the window a nice bright look here, or something maybe a little bit bluish. And some yellow no, bad. Some yellow details as well. Right. Can I color the wheels? Yes, I can. Okay, that looks kind of funny. Sure, why not? Or let's make the cockpit glass a nice solid black. Yeah, that looks good, I think. So that's gonna be our land vehicle. Let's just call it a aggressor or something, I don't know. So yeah, thanks for asking and coming by. Are you having a good time? I do hope so. Yeah, let's continue with this. I think it now it's loading the civilization stage. So again, we're gonna have a top-down perspective, pretty much like last time. You see that during these loading screens between the stages, that's where it kind of calculates and figures out what creations it will use for the particular phase. So these vehicles and stuff that you've just seen, those are the ones that we're gonna encounter eventually. Alright, so welcome to the civilization stage. So again, we have a progress bar, and again the point is to pretty much now take over the other cities that will eventually come up. Yeah, so they did build one of the vehicles for us. What's also gonna be important now is spice, because that's the currency for this stage and the next one, the space stage. So what the game is asking us to do right now is to take one of these spice craters and put a harvesting machine on top of it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Something else that's happening right now, and I need to be a little bit quick, so I'm pausing the game for it, is eventually you will see still some tribes like here, and you can send your vehicle over to those, and it gives you bonuses essentially. So you're not attacking them, that would be quite bad, but you can. These will eventually turn into cities, and if you put your vehicle next to them and go there, you get, for example, in this case, it turned into a unit for us. Nice. It just gave us an economic unit. There's another tribe over here, so that's only really something you can do at the beginning of the game, because otherwise these tribes will evolve into a city as well. So that's also not something that the game really ever tells you about. Okay, these people don't like me, they just attack my vehicle, let's move on. So it's kind of like a mystery box kind of deal. Maybe they like you, maybe they don't. Maybe they give you gifts, maybe they attack you, and then you just run. Nice, and another economic unit. And here, I think this is the last one that I'll do, cause then it becomes more important to gather more spice and stuff. So unfortunately, sometimes the random number generator can fail you a little bit, and sometimes it will just choose, I guess, a massive black square without any detail as the town hall of a civilization. We're just gonna have to deal with that. So, we now have 4 technologies at our disposal here. These are again the bonuses that we got from the other stages. So we do have, first of all, a bomb here. This is gonna be pretty useful because it is quite good at dealing damage. You do want to have this, that's nice. We also have a bribe bomb that is in case you want a financial victory, then it's relevant. But I will say that it is more tedious to go for a economic win. It's not difficult or anything, but usually the military playstyle is more fun. There's another bomb that we unlock when we have 4 cities, and another thing, I do not know what this one does, when we have 6 cities. So that's nice. More spice, please, is now the point. We now, because we hunted down so many tribes now, we have quite a few vehicles already, which is very nice. Right. The game also wants us to go into the city planner. We are gonna do that eventually, but first, again, I just want more spice, please. We're gonna call the military hikers back home. And let's see what other kind of spice towers we have here. Again, we do have rivaling civilizations, which can be either friendly or angry or neutral with us. Of course, it is good to not have too many wars going on at the same time. So you don't want to make too many enemies at the same time. And you do have, again, some conversational tools. This time we are moving beyond the typical Spore thing of interact with them to gain more progress on a progress bar, and once you have reached the end of the progress bar you win. No, this time you actually have dialogue options and stuff between civilizations, so that's also gonna be interesting. But again, we are a military civilization, so some war is gonna happen. We already have 3 of our little tanks here. What does it want me to do? Double clicking on a vehicle. Okay. I wanna do that. It doesn't let me. Okay. Good. You see also now that buying vehicles and building buildings and stuff costs spice now. So that is that swirly symbol in front of the number. That's the spice symbol. And yeah, that's why it's important to gather a lot of spice. And just, yeah. So there are also 3 different types of vehicles that you can build. You can build ground ones like we have right now. You can also have, if you are a coastal city, you can build boats. And once you have 4 cities, you can create airplanes, essentially, air vehicles. So, first of all, let's save. And let us just quickly check out the city planner. So, yeah, we have 4 tabs here. One is for buildings, because right now our city has only 1 building and that doesn't really make much sense yet. So it's gonna become a bigger cities with houses, with entertainment buildings and with factories. Factories will also increase your spice production. You also have a vehicles tab where you can design your vehicles and yeah, eventually you already see here a spaceship area, but that's not for this phase yet. That's for the space stage in the end. You also have a decoration tab, which is just a bunch of flower pots really and fountains to make your city look a little bit more pretty. These functionally don't do anything, but you know, it's, I guess, just nice to have maybe. You also have this Anthem Composer tab, and this is unassumingly interesting, cause what it is essentially is a little bit of a rhythm box machine that is supposed to represent your city's anthem. Again, this one doesn't do anything functionally for the game, but the interesting part of it is that it uses some procedural magic, I think, to come up with the original melody, and I think Brian Eno, the pretty well-known ambient music artist, was involved in making this thing here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a pretty neat side information. It is ambient music, as you can clearly hear, so it's not really much of excitingness, but you can still do something quite good sounding here. So right now I've disabled everything, and you can hear it all fade to quietude, quietness, whatever you want to call it. So you can select some of the beats here in the background. Let's see if we have something good sounding. Yes, that's good. I like this one. And you can just completely rearrange these notes. It does start off though with something good sounding, so I don't think it's necessary that we fiddle much around with that. Oh, that's a nice synth voice. I like that. Yeah, you can only choose one main instrument, but you have a lot of choice for additional ambience layers. So these are like drone kind of noises and pad sounds that will play along with the melody. Also, while we are in this city overview, nothing in the game really happens. You see the citizens move around, but essentially the larger gameplay is paused, so no foreign civilization will attack us or anything. This is just to do the creative parts, really. Okay, we have something of a nice sounding tune here. And the last tab is again the city outfitter, like we had from the tribal stage. You can once again go into this outfit kind of menu and remove and add parts. However, this time these are completely non-functional. These will not change the military power or anything. And now you have a bit more futuristic parts added. So for example, we can give our creature a little bit of a oxygen mask helmet kind of situation. Yeah, why not? Okay, no, that is asymmetrical, that's not good. I do want it to be symmetrical. No, let me move the other part. This one, yes. Yes. I do want it to kind of look a little bit like a helmet. Again, this is completely non-functional, so it doesn't really matter per se. But I don't know, it's just fun to get a little bit creative with these things. So yeah, I think now it looks like it has a little bit of a helmet going on. And let's also give this creature some clothes. is not so easy to get exactly right, I guess. Maybe we put it a little bit more asymmetrical like this, and then we fan it out as such. Yeah. You know what? No, I actually don't like it. Yeah, now he has something of a skirt, I don't know. Whatever. Again, this is nothing that's really functional or anything, it's just something for fun. We can also put a little gear on the side of the helmet, maybe. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter so much. Let's just see that it looks nice enough in the painting view. Yeah, it looks okay. Right, so let's move on back to the more gameplay relevant parts. About buildings. So cities do have happiness, and you have to pay attention to that as well, in addition to all of the other stuff like wars and economy and stuff. Because if your citizens are unhappy, they will revolt, and that's not so good. So we want to make sure that we have a happy city. I will not go into the building editor for each of those building types now. Instead, I will just choose some from the Sporepedia. For example, let's take a Taco Bell as our house. It looks nice. And let's take what do we have here? Let's take this smiley pumpkin as our entertainment building, and let's take a desktop computer as our factory building. Why not? So happiness is basically achieved by connecting these types of buildings with each other. So, for example, something that I can show you right away is that factories will increase your spice production, but it will automatically also add one unhappiness here. And you can see your overall happiness on this scale on the top right here. And you want that to be green and not red. So you can add a few factories, but you will have to pay attention that it works out with happiness. So something that also creates unhappiness is if you put entertainment buildings right next to a factory. However, a house or the city hall both will act as neutral grounds, really, where it gives you more of the bonus. So in this case, we have these two factories both connecting to the town hall and the house here, so they give us more money essentially. But the problem now is that we have two unhappiness and no more money. So we're gonna do things different than this. We're gonna remove this factory here, put the entertainment building in here, and you see that we are suddenly 2 in the positive of the happiness. Yeah, which is something you want to be. So that's good. You also have turrets here for defending your city. And yeah, this whole strategizing element, kind of puzzle element, also will stay in the space stage as well. You can micromanage each of your colonized planets like this. But right now I think we've done enough here, so this city will start generating money for us, plus 800 per minute, and it still does a lot of happiness, so that's good. So that's pretty, yeah, satisfying for now. Oh, we see that actually there is already a fight going on. Okay, between other people, not between me, so that's good. Yeah, so let's see what kind of civilizations we have. We have a green civilization here. If you click on it, you have some communication options, so you can give them gifts in order to make them like you more. You can give them you can attack them and try to capture the city, and you can contact them in order to talk with them, which will give you some options here. So yeah, you can insult them essentially. You can give them gifts in here, and you can compliment them. Yeah, this is just socializing via dialogue options. We are gonna make use of those soon enough. We also have this neutral yellowish nation here, and we have a neutral-ish red-ish nation here. And last but not least, I think, yeah, we have a blue nation here. So nobody's really angry at me at the moment. I think what we want to do is change that immediately and try to attack one of the cities. Right now everybody is in a phase of starting out, so there is not really much danger right now yet. I'm gonna build more vehicles though, because this is essentially gonna be my whole military now. Right, let's build another one. You see that the spice is generating money for me passively, so I can buy more and more vehicles over time. And I don't know, let's start. These guys are friendly with me, so that's fine. I will start out attacking Abysston. And we're gonna go here. It is also a coastal city, so if we manage to take that over, that's when we can start having boats and stuff like that. So we can see that our vehicles are starting to arrive. Also there's a big so-called epic creature here, and that's pretty bad because it just killed one of my vehicles. Those are very yeah, that's actually a big deal. Those are gonna ruin a lot of my vehicles. Maybe it might be foolish to attempt to take over a city with 3 vehicles, but we're gonna try it anyway. So first I'm gonna try and take out this unit here, so that they don't have anything to defend themselves with. And then once that is gone, which is soon, we're gonna capture the city. And now my 3 vehicles are attacking the city, particularly the turret at first, because that is also one way that it can defend itself with, and actually it's pretty much wrecking my unit right now. So what I'm gonna do is go back home and start building a lot more vehicles. Right, and you are also limited in the size of your army by how many houses you have. So if you build more houses, the better. So back here we go. We're gonna actually pay attention that we don't run through the big dragon creature again, cause that was devastating. I do not know. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's go from here. Let's move here and then attack from this side. Because you just really want to avoid this creature that unfortunately is making its way directly over to me. Oh yeah, so now we have this communicator here. And now that I have started destroying their buildings and stuff, this yellow nation is very angry at me. And it just told me that we are at war. So, yeah. Now we are enemies with this city. Somehow one of our vehicles got lost on the way, because I only see 4 of them, but I have selected 5. Yes, we can have a trade route, that's fine. Technically, you have to pay attention about these trade routes, because that's also a way you can just take over a city. You can just eventually buy another city. But also trade routes are good for befriending your allies and stuff. So yeah, we are gonna have to keep bringing out these vehicles, and then we are gonna have to mass select them again and send them back into the war. Oh no, that's not where I wanna go. That's where I wanna go. Yeah. Yeah, you are the angry people, you're right. Again, please go over here. Yeah, let's just... You know what? Everybody please attack this. Actually, this is gonna help us now. The epic dragon creature that we saw before is now stomping through the city that we are wanting to attack and destroy ourselves. This is gonna help us as long as the creature doesn't attack us. So we'll see how that goes. Really, these aggressive epic creatures are just there to make themselves everyone's problem. I suppose we should now come over from this side. Just as long as we're not too close to the epic creature, we should be fine. So let's attack from this side. And let's go for capture city again. Yeah. Now the cars are starting to destroy the houses. They need to do so before they attack the big building in the middle. Oh no, actually they are already starting to attack the big building in the middle. No, now you're coming close, that's bad. That's a bad idea. Go here, go here, go here. No, 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 no. Don't engage with this creature. Leave it alone, leave it alone. You attack from here, please. No, why do you have to go to the epic creature for that? Okay, hold on. Suggestion, you stay here and just start attacking this house here. Meanwhile, I drop a static bomb on here. Okay, something is happening. My city is under attack. Okay, so they started attacking me back. I don't like that, obviously. So let's go home and defend ourselves by building more vehicles and by adding some turrets. So this is the enemy, I think, isn't it? Hold on, let's see. Are you the enemy? I think so. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have very similar colors, so it's a little bit hard to decipher, but it's fine. I'm gonna put some turrets right next to here. That should be enough, actually. And then you guys are gonna come over here. Yeah. It's trying to attack my spies. That's not very nice. Alright. The danger has been banished. Let's see how this is going over here. Alright, we again have problems with the epic creature, of course. I'm gonna send my vehicles over here in order to destroy the boat. Right. It is still saying that one of my cities is under attack, but it no longer is, I think. Right, I think the epic creature is now finally flying away, which is good. Let's also get on good terms with Red Nation. We admire you so much. And I have gifts for you. Here are 4,000 spice. Nice. And now they are having a blue friendly face with us. Alright, time for more violence. Right, these four guys are gonna now come down to the enemy city and they're gonna attack here. And I think that's gonna give us Oh, nice. Advantage. Oh no, they did reactivate this turret. That's unfortunate. They are defending themselves well. I will give him that. Alright, let's in this moment of peace try to continue maximizing our profits a little bit. So for example, I could put another factory down here and then another house down here. Oh no, these don't connect, I see. This is too expensive now, so we have gone up to 1.6k per minute of spice. That's gonna be much better, pretty much exactly the double. And now let's unfreeze time and see how fast we can buy more vehicles. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time, as you can see. I think what I want to do also is make my vehicles a little bit more strong health-wise. So let's give them more health. Maybe by putting one of these down here. And putting it like this. I think that looks okay, and it made us a lot healthier already. These are just decorative, I suppose, so maybe that's not gonna help us that much. Let's see. Maybe I will put this at the front. No, that looks ugly. Maybe this though. Yeah, that gave us again a little bit more health, and I think that's fine. I think that should make the battles a bit easier for me, cause right now my vehicles are dying too quickly. Also, this change has just retroactively been applied to all of the other vehicles. So I suppose it's time to wait for a little bit more money. Yeah, I guess we are getting again quite to a good number of vehicles, but really we are not getting through in this city here. Like, there has been some damage done, obviously, but I don't think it's really anywhere enough. Alright, I do have money again, so let's make more vehicles again. Ah, that's enough. That's all I can do. No, actually, I can destroy or sell the economic ones that I don't need. Yes, please. And yes, please. Which will mean... No, okay. It doesn't mean that I can buy more. Oh well, now I know. Well, since this is the maximum number I can have anyway, I guess it's time to try now, once again, and attack the city. I don't see any turrets this time, which is good. That will make it easier. So let's just attack now. Ah, there's a boat again. They have a boat, so let's take care of them first. Good, now it's done. Time for this again. Oh, they got a turret. Again, something we need to take care of immediately. Oh yeah, and I can drop the static bomb too. That will help too. Right, and again, select all of the military. Go here. And capture the center, please. I think yeah, now we're going somewhere. I hope they don't move too close to this turret again. I do hope they can do it all from here. Nice, I'm now allied with Red Nation, so that's cool. We also have Blue Nation on the communicator now, so let's get on their good terms for now. Hello. Have our gifts, please. And yeah, I think once these buildings are destroyed, we're gonna call it for today. But yeah, this is going very well right now. I do have more money, so why not just make more again? Bye 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 bye. And again, we still have more money, so we can just increase our number of houses again. And add another factory, why not? Yeah, it's here. And then buy more vehicles, sure. So everybody come join in on the fight. Something's graphically not quite right here. Okay. That was an explosion. Good. Unfortunately, we are getting close to the turret again, so let's take out the turret first thing. These are quite annoying, obviously. Oh, and there's also a boat attacking, I think. But it's moving away, so it's not gonna bother me much. Alright, that should do it. Now continue with capturing. Oh no, the epic creature is coming back. No, it's far enough away, that's fine. But we do have to pay attention to that, of course. Alright, just one more building left over. I'm gonna send this guy to attack here. They're doing fine. Alright, we're almost done with this building as well. And it's done. So now the only thing left is attacking the city directly. And it's going quite well. The epic creature is coming quite close again. That is unfortunate. Okay, back to building more, you guessed it, vehicles. If I can find my place. Right, and back again to send them in here.
Mr. George.
Yeah. Right now only one of the vehicles from before is left, so of course it's gonna take a while until it is done on its own, but reinforcements are coming, so actually we should be done quite soon. Yes, look at this, perfect. So when taking over cities, you usually have the choice of taking over with their city type that they had before, or with the type that you conquered it with. But since we both were military cities, it will just remain a military city, whatever way. And oh hi! Unfortunately, you are pretty much checking exactly in when I'm going to end the stream. But thank you for following anyway. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, oopsie, but it's dinner time now. Yeah. But next time I will be streaming on Saturday again, and then on Wednesday again, you know. I'm trying to keep a regular schedule like that. So we can, no problem, see each other again in the future. Thank you for following. Also, thank you for everyone who was here. And yeah, hope you had a good time and hope you will continue to have a good time now. So, oh yeah, sure. You can show me anything. That's fine. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and select somebody for raiding. I don't know if we have much people on right now anyway, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yes, I have a Discord. It's just numberless, but this time without the underscore at the end of it. You can just, yeah, you can just hit me up over there. Yes, so we're gonna raid somebody. I'm gonna start a raid. Okay, yeah, I'm raiding with one viewer right now. That is not much, but thank you very much.